But it inevitably gets to a point when I start talking about these different escapades that I was on, where people said, well, what was your favorite? Is there any that, that you would do again? And there actually was a favorite that I had, and I have since done it again. And I'm going to just explain to you how this goes. What this is storm chasing. For those of you who you probably know about this. These are folks who are weather geeks, basically, and they love tornadoes. It's sort of like that movie Twister. They go out on the plains to try to find these tornadoes. Well, this isn't a matter of just hopping in your car and driving around and hoping one drops out of the sky. What happens is you start first thing in the morning. This is Roger Hill, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about him later. You might have seen him. He's on Channel 7. He does quite a bit, actually, with the news stations around here. He runs tours out of Denver called Silver Lining Tours. And they take people on week-long tornado chasing trips. And you see all this gear that he's got here. I mean, he's got this computer here he's got the Weather Channel coming in. He's got Barron ThreatNet. He's got downloads from NOAA. He's got the weather band radio in his car. He's got all sorts of things. I met up with this particular group on the 4th day of a 7-day tour. On the first day of the tour, he gathered everyone together at 6 in the morning out at DIA. And he said, we've got to get going. Right now, the best chance for a tornado looks like it's going to be in Texas this afternoon. At that point in the day, in the country, no one was predicting tornadoes in Texas. But he's looking at the temperature and the wind speed and the dew point and what's coming up from the Gulf and what's coming down from Canada. And he said, I think it's going to be Texas. So he points his car in the direction of Texas and drives. And at 4 in the afternoon, they come into a nest of 9 tornadoes. So you can imagine these storm chasers look at Roger like he's God. They were going to do whatever he said and go wherever he said. And a lot of storm chasing is just driving in a car. This is the computer that was on the dash. And you're looking at where it's red and purple is where there's some really good activity. So at this point when we're seeing this is down in the panhandle of Oklahoma. We're still pretty much central Kansas. So we start hightailing it down there. And then a couple hours later, this starts to happen. You start to get these really red, blotchy areas. You start to get these little zigzags that show that there's wind shear, and we're just going like crazy. And where Roger's pointing at the bottom of the screen, he's saying this is where we need to get. So we're going 80 miles an hour, and it starts to rain where we are. And the hay and alfalfa fields, they're bent over from the wind. And the windshield, which has been smeared from bugs, all of a sudden the windshield wipers go on. It just becomes this mess. And we're smelling rain in the car, and we're just going like crazy to get there. But like I said, we've been driving around since 8 in the morning. So before we could get there, we had to stop at a gas station. And these folks were just crazy. They get out of the car, and they're just going like crazy, and Roger's saying, don't get any water, because we can't stop to pee. From this point out, we just can't do that. And so they run in, they get some food, because we don't know when we're going to get food again, because who knows what this is going to lead to. As we're running in there, this is still in Kansas, people that are going in are used to seeing storm chasers come, so they're going, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. They know what we're after. So this is the folks all running back into the van. We get in the van, and we keep going. And then this happens on the screen. And if you can see the little zigzag marks, the little S's, that's where there's wind shear.